time and with how to get out of Babylon. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, however, whatever time it is around the world, around the Ozark Plateau, around the nation, when you watch this. I polished this pan up as best I could. I didn't do that good of a job, I can see that. Some places it's good. Much gunk on it. I had to soak it down with, there's stuff over there. I didn't clean that. Oh well, just ignore that. It's pretty good. A bit of junk there. Okay, this is an Aircore walk-away cooker. And I'm going to explain it to you. It's a new concept for a lot of people. It's really old. It goes back to VHS tapes. I kid you not. You can find the VHS tape infomercial, and I've actually found it on YouTube. One of the infomercial for it. There's a lot of them, but one that I found, and I'll put a link to it in the description. Okay. So, hi there, Zapton Kaboom. You're always the first one on. I hope you're learning something. So the reason I did this was because Timothy and Rock both eat organic, and Timothy's talking about cooking rice and might have to go to the cabin to cook rice because it takes a long time to cook it. And I'm like, but slow cook it. Everybody else in the world does. I mean, going back 50 years, maybe 100 years, they would put the rice in a pot, heat it up, wrap it with towels, put it inside a apple box or a banana box or something, and just wrap it up real good with towels. And that was the first crock pot, you know. Then they got the idea of having a crock pot, slow cooker. So they did that. So you can cook rice in a crock pot. You can cook rice in an instant pot. If you're not familiar with those, hopefully I can do a thing on it fairly soon. I bought one and I love it. I absolutely love it. You keep the soup going in there for 24 hours a day, 3 weeks at a time. What do you get for being first? I don't know. More knowledge. Hi, Catherine. How are you doing? Good to see you on. So, I'll pat you on the back. So, Aircore, it's really old. They're going back to, I don't know, I'm going to say 80s, something like that, maybe 90s. I don't know. I don't know when they first came out, but I found a bunch of them one time in a thrift store, pawn shop like thrift store in Stockton. I bought everything they had. I mean, I broke the bank. I spent a bunch of money on them. I don't know where they all are, but, you know, I've given a couple away here and there, but I had about 10 of them. So this is, I don't know how many, I think I'm going to guess 4 quart. Looks like about 4 quart. Might be 6 quart, I don't know. So what you do is, little note there, yeah. Love is the most powerful thing in the universe. I hope that, you know, we can love each other. It's very hard sometimes when you get bad things happen, but I understand that. We're all human, we're all frail, we're all, you know, like one night on a stream, one lady called out another lady and said that she's not a good person, you know, fed or something, you know, had bad thing to say about her, and I said, stop it right now. I'll put you on timeout. I'll ban you for temporarily, because now I have moderator. If you have a wrench on your name, you're a moderator. You can, if somebody posts filthy stuff, you can delete it, ban it, or, you know, put them in timeout, or just block them. So anyway, I'm getting distracted here, so yeah. And if somebody does something wrong to somebody, they should make it right. They should make restitution. That's Old Testament law. Now, some people don't believe in Old Testament law. I do. Sorry. Jesus said he came to fulfill the law, not do away with it. He did not come away to do away with the law. He came to fulfill it. He fulfilled it perfectly, and we should try to do that. The law is there for a reason. To stop on it before the highway, because that's so you don't cross the highway, drive onto the highway and get T-boned. If you don't know what T-bone is, you get hit right in the middle of a car by a semi or a speeding Lamborghini or a, you know, a 4-wheel drive pickup truck or something. So or a school bus, you know, another possibility. One of my cousins did that. Everybody has a habit of turning their lights out when they come to intersections out in the country, out in Colorado. She did, but the problem was the school bus driver did also, so neither of them knew they were going to meet at the same place at the same time, and they did. They met at the same place at the same time with a school bus full of kids, I think. Or at least a few kids in it, because it was early in the morning, so it was, hopefully there weren't any kids in it. I don't never did hear the whole story, but she was in the hospital for a long time with neck and brain and back injuries. So anyway, we need love. Yes, absolutely. If you love me, keep my commandments. Jesus said that. If you love me, make restitution. Okay. Willingly, not forcibly. God can force you to do it, and I believe He will, because His law is going to be more and more in effect. That's my belief. If you don't like that, oh well, go live somewhere else, because His law is going to be the law here in the Ozark Plateau, as far as I'm concerned. One pastor said, somebody shows up, you say, okay, they don't sit on your farm. You give them a spring 5 miles away. This is a spring. You're in charge of water. Somebody else comes in, you're going to be in charge of shelter. And somebody else is going to be in charge, well, first person is going to be in charge of sanitation, water, shelter, or shelter be the first one, really, obviously. Anyway, point is that they don't live on your farm. They go live somewhere else, and they're handed the Bible and say, this is the law. Don't break it. So that's where it is. That's where I believe it is. So, okay, I'm going to open this up because so they had this dilemma, and I'm always with thinking outside the box and coming up with a solution for problems. Well, the problem is they feel like they need to cook rice. Now, do they? I don't know. Whatever. They're going to cook rice one way or another. And Timothy was talking about going into the cabin and using the kitchen in the cabin. Well, we got stoves out here. Well, it takes a lot of power to run a stove for a long period of time. Well, use a crock pot. Hello? Heat it up, turn it off. So these things here, AirCore walkaway cookery, are really phenomenal because they're basically a stainless steel AirCore. They have a vacuum, they're double wall, and they are basically a crock pot. And they have like the insulated covers that you can put on them too. So I'm going to open this up and show you what's in here. So in the process of experimenting, I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and experiment. I had a little bag of rice, 2 or 3 pounds of rice. I don't know what it was. I'm guessing 2 pounds. So I put 2 cups in, 4 cups of water, cooked it up, used that to clean the pan out and put it outside for the dogs if they are willing to eat it. And then I did a second batch. I did two. And I got online and I watched some of the people doing, you watch people on YouTube, right? My son says, Dad, I don't know how to do that, but I'm pretty sure my friends on YouTube do. Okay, so I did that. I got on YouTube and looked it up and found a 2 cups of rice, 4 cups of water, double. Now this one lady says in an Instant Pot, she does 1 cup water, 1 cup rice, 1 to 1, and it comes out perfect. Well, I don't know about that, but I haven't done that yet. This is just the AirCore. So this is a curry, and Timothy came and looked at it. I put some nuts in, and he said, well, if you put black beans in that, you have a complete protein. So I threw some black beans in, a can of black beans. So it's a curry, salted pretty heavy with sea salt. There's a cashews and almonds and pecans and walnuts. So, and it is wonderful. Absolutely great. Dinner. Well, I do like crunchy stuff. Speaking of, I do have blue corn chips for my crunchy. But although I do like crunchy, the nuts, I like the nuts getting softened because it doesn't hurt as much when I'm hungry. You crunch, 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 and you hurt your teeth or you hurt your jaw biting too hard. So I got blue corn chips for crunchy, and the nuts I can chew them better. Sorry, I'm hungry. I can sit here and eat it all, or eat my dinner in front of you. Enjoy digging if you want. I know it doesn't look that great, but it tastes wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. I put in some, I didn't have any coconut milk. If I had some fruit like cranberries, raisins, or pineapple, something like that, I could put it in and make a fruit curry. Curry and fruit go good. So I don't have any of them, so I don't have any. I didn't put any in because I don't have any. So there, I don't have any. So I got I didn't have coconut milk. That's another thing. You can make curry coconut milk soup. Well, I didn't have any coconut milk, but I did have some fresh raw milk. So I put in some of the butter cream, the heavy cream. It's like pistachio, huh? Kind of weird. I threw in a slice of, 2 slices of chipotle smoked cheese, and I don't know where they're at. They went somewhere. Let's just blend it in. Gone. Okay, so one more bite. I'm sorry, I'm hungry. It's so good. Mm. I like it when people cook online, but I didn't cook this live for you, but it's cooking. I'm hungry. Oh, another cool thing about the air core stuff is now if you have the glass lid and if you get one on eBay, make sure you get the glass lid and the pan lid, because with the glass lid on there, the second lid, the steel lid, is what acts as the air core. So that gives you a second layer of insulation. If you don't get the glass lid, I wouldn't get it. Get both, okay? Because that's what gives you the insulation capability to heat. Otherwise, too much of your heat's going to go out. This is a double seal. See, this is on there pretty tight. You can get ones that steam, and you could do a chicken in there. You can throw a whole chicken in here and cook the whole chicken. I mean, all you gotta do is bring up the temperature. That's the other thing I didn't explain is they act like a crock pot, because you bring up the temperature. See the yellow, green, and red? You bring it up to the green-red line, basically the red line, and turn it off. Just take it off the heat and sit it on the table, or put it in they have a cooker oven, what do you call them? Containers that you can carry them in, like going to a dinner party or a convention or church meeting, or what do you call them, a potluck, a random blessing. Okay, you just take this and you got your meal right in there. So, but you heat it up, and then you just take it off, and it cooks. You can put a chicken in there. You can put frozen chicken in here, and just throw it in, rice stuff, and it'll cook it perfectly. They were cooking cakes. There's a cake. You can put a cake pan in here that fits in here. Some of them, I don't know if this one has it or not, but one size has a cake pan. You put the cake pan in, and you cook the meal and the cake at the same time. They're both done perfectly, supposedly. I'll say supposedly on that one because I haven't done it. I may not ever get one like that. I don't have any that like to have the cake pan lid. This is about a 2-inch deep cake pan. Okay, so you heat it up to where it hits the green and red line, and then you just turn it off, take it off the heat, and set it somewhere, or wrap it in a towel and put it in an apple box or a banana box, like the old-fashioned crock pot. That's just you basically insulate it as best you can, and it'll cook, and it will cook it. So, okay, that's about it. Now, when you're done eating, let's say I'm going to put this away, and I don't want to, seal it up and put it in the fridge. You can do that too, and they're made to stack even. So look at this sucker. Look at that thing. That's about 3/4 inch thick, and it fits down in there perfect. It just seals down in there tight. It's got like triple seal, I think. It is plastic. It's not silicone. It's plastic, but that seals it in. Put it in the fridge. You can just put another one on top of it. Put other things on top of it. So it's pretty cool. And they're hard to get out even. It's pretty tight. So you got to grab one of these edges there, and let me see how many rings are on it. Very cool. So there you have it, YouTubers. All right, I'm going to put it back out there where I got it from and call it for tonight on this one. I may do some more things because I've got the Kelly kettle. You know, I'm not claiming to be a chef or nothing. I just figured, well, these guys need to know how to cook rice, so they better learn how to do it. Figure out how to do it without using a conventional system. You know, to me it would be totally silly, counterproductive to go in and cook rice on a conventional stove. I just don't think that would be a good idea, especially since it costs money to do it. You know, if we're going to live off good and live cheap, we need to get a way to do that. You know, so need to figure those things out. So, all right, so that's it. So there we go, Aircore Walkaway Cookery, and I'll put a link, like I said, in the description. Look them up on eBay. Look them up on YouTube. There is a infomercial with this. They call themselves the Slob Sisters, and the one lady comes in and she's like, you know, I'm cooking, and she's getting a massage by Sven, you know, some Swedish Nordic guy, and see, I just finished cooking dinner, you know, it's ready. You can't cook dinner, you're getting a massage. Well, I did it anyway. I went out for, plus I did a bunch of errands. Anyway, it's a cool infomercial, just kind of a tongue-in-cheek. The whole thing is a tongue-in-cheek, but it tells you how the things work, why they work, and how well they work, and all that good stuff. Okay, so that's it. Good deal. All right, I'm gonna check the see if anybody commented or something. Anybody familiar with these yet? They're called Wartime Farm. They would heat on a paraffin stove, put the pot into a wood box with straw. Yep. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, it'd be silly to cook rice on an electric stove or a gas stove, any kind of stove, if you can do it that way, because slow cooking is the best way to do it. I have 3 Instant Pots. Wow, cool. Yeah, the thermos bottle would work too. Put in chicken, you know, hot water, and let it steep in there. So good idea there. Okay, I'm gonna can it. Good night, everybody. Thank you for being here, and I'm gonna try to read a little bit from Magic Bicycle here in a little while. Finish eating a little bit, and then do that. So, all right. Good night.